Hello, everyone, and happy Sunday. Welcome to Down to Earth Divinity. My name is Cecily, and I am pleased to bring you this reading today. Hope all of you are doing well. This deck is the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, and today the first card is the Counselor. Let me pull this up for you. So this card is related to seeking counsel, seeking support from those who have your highest and greatest intention. It could be a therapist, it could be a friend or a family member. It could be someone, a mentor, someone you look up to. And it really is about leaning on your supports on, there's a lot of people going through a lot right now. The energy has been very intense. We just had a full moon, but beyond that, there's definitely an intensity on the planet in general right now. And it's really about intending for whatever space is being held for you to really allow that to be just what it is, to not try to control the narrative of your healing spaces, if that makes sense. In other words, whoever you're seeking counsel from them, really listen and receive that, because sometimes we can want to run the show a little bit when it comes to telling our own story, and this is really about listening and receiving the information that is being given to you, that is from people who really want to help and lift and support you, uplift and support you. So keep that in mind, bear that in mind, be open to receiving counsel. This card is the Crone, and this is all about an energy. Sorry about the glare of my little light here for my phone stand, but this is all about your powerful divine feminine. I'm sorry, my camera is having a hard time focusing today, but of course the Maiden Mother Crone is the triple goddess aspect. That this is the part of us that knows exactly who she is, that has come fully into her own, that has moved beyond the point of being in a helping role or being in a mother role. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be a woman. It could be a man. It could be someone who is non-binary. This is an energy in all of us. And this is really just about knowing your own power. That's what this card is about, knowing your own power. And it's really about informing you and validating for you that you are already powerful. It's not something that you can get or something you can control or some action you're supposed to take. It's not about attaining anything external to you, money, a job, a relationship. It's not about any of that. It's about your internal power and standing in that and owning it. And this is a reminder that you already are that. And it's a very appropriate card for this year because we're entering the time of harvest. We're entering cooler temperatures, which I don't know about you, but that's one of my favorite times of the year is autumn, and just the coolness and the freshness, and that crow or raven back there on the branch reminds me of that. There is also just, I don't know if you can see, but there is a smaller figure in the background there, and there is a moon almost kind of reminding us that of her inner child, of how she is nurtured and taking care of her inner child, or that she once was that child and now look at her. She has come fully into her own. And she's a boss bitch. What can we say? As are you. This card is, I apologize, let me bring, this card is about, the energy of it is about the union. It's the two of water. A lot of these cards in this particular deck are not labeled. So just to remind myself, it's two of water. This is about intimacy and closeness, which I really feel like that this card is about knowing yourself. I mean, it looks like it's two different individuals, but I think it's, for this reading, it is about your own internal connection with yourself, with your own divine feminine and divine masculine that are unifying, that are already unified, that are becoming more and more harmonious. I also think that it's cautionary about losing yourself in someone else. Yeah, it's about, you know, not becoming codependent. Whatever it is that you see and other people are looking for in other people, you are that. It's not anything you can get externally to you. And of course it's natural for us to want a significant other, but really we are what we're looking for. And then we get to just, like, as icing on the cake, share that with somebody else, if that makes sense. This is also related to not getting involved in the conflicts of other people's relationships, because that is not going to be beneficial or productive for you or anyone else. It's cautionary about that. That is coming up also. This is the Three of Earth card. This card is about planting seeds and about doing the work. And as you can see here, the squirrel is totally digging it. It looks like he is kind of giving a little blood there, like blood, sweat, and tears. So it's about doing the work, staying the path, planting the garden. You know, squirrels do the same thing with burying their acorns, or whatever else they bury all year round, to prepare for the cooler temperatures, to be stockpiled. And that's what this card is really about. It's about planting the seeds, doing the work, so that you can and again, it's very appropriate for this time of year, which is a harvest time, to reap everything that you have sown, to benefit from everything that you have learned, everything that you have worked on. And of course, that work continues. As Abraham Hicks says, you never get it done. And I don't believe they're talking about, like, you know, satisfaction does not come from an outcome. It doesn't come from manifesting something. It comes from the journey, from the process. And so they say that joyously. You'll never get it done. Even after we pass from this form, your life doesn't stop. Life keeps going. So why not enjoy the journey? Learn, grow, know yourself, know who and what you are, which of course I believe is God, in whatever way you define that. Source energy, and that is the energy that is doing everything. So this card is not about efforting, about putting all this toil and strife, but it is about directing your energy, as this being is, with what he's co-creating with Mother Earth and with Spirit. But it's It is about directing your energy and taking inspired action in a joyous way. And then this last card is very much about that also. It's just reminding you of what you are, what we all are, which is spirit, God, source, love. And it's about using your imagination. This card is so cool. It's about using, I mean, she looks like some kind of celestial, higher dimensional being. And look at her third eye and the fire coming from her fingertips. Like she is creating. That's beautiful. But this card is about creation through imagination. So whatever is imagined, whatever you have has come forth into your life from God was imagined first, was in, you know, the ether first. Abraham Hicks, the work of Abraham Hicks calls it your vortex. So all of that you were imagining, you were dreaming about, you were desiring, and it's reminding you of, you know, to continue that, to continue to direct your energy towards that, as you have all of these responsibilities in your life, to continue to do that joyously, and, you know, to remember how powerful you are, to love and care for your humanity. That's what this card is about, is leaning on your supports and to listen and to receive that, whether it's from God, your spiritual team, your friends and family, people at work. I mean, whoever you lean on, your significant other, whoever you lean on and talk to and process with. But it's also about really listening, because if you're leaning on somebody and you're just giving your perspective and you're not receiving what they're saying, then it's not going to be productive. Because sometimes they may be telling you the truth. It should always be in a loving and kind way. But if you're not surrounded by people who are telling you the truth, even when they want you to see something that's not, that might be hard to hear, then they're not showing up for you in an honest way. And if they're not showing up for you in an honest way, that's not love. Because love is honest and love is truth. Because we want the people around us to tell us the truth in a loving way, so that we can tell them the truth in a loving way. Otherwise, it's not an honest relationship. And we want to do that with ourselves too. So that's what that card is about. And then again, this is about your personal power and that you are powerful, but making sure that you honor your humanity as well as your divinity, and that you can relax into that power. And then again, this is about your divine feminine and your divine masculine in perfect harmony. And just making sure that you know that your source is within you, not within another person, and not getting involved in any conflict amongst other people. And then again, this whole thing is about, creating through planting seeds and doing the work and learning, but also validating that you've already done that and to enjoy the fruits of that labor. And then also, don't forget the power of your imagination to create with the source that you are. And I greatly appreciate you all being here. This is a beautiful reading for you. I am so thankful for you. And I'm so thankful that the temperatures are falling. And eventually the leaves will be falling. And much love to you and yours. Thank you, babies.